A couple thought they were building the perfect home, but instead, they say they got nothing but headaches at a cost of almost twice as much. And it happened with a developer we've questioned here before.
Yeah, last May, we told you Nest Homes and Helmsman Homes left new builds unfinished in Mooresville and Statesville, and it came as the linked businesses experienced financial problems.
Nate Morabito has since learned that a Denver couple asking where's the money now tonight won a $1.5 million lawsuit against Nest.
Well, as soon as you drive into the neighborhood, you see it.
Harbor Oaks' charm pulled them in.
It's filled with trees and rolling hills, and it's right next to the lake.
Their builder,
You see the gaps all along here,
I just thought this is the worst financial decision of our life.
and then this crack.
almost drove them out.
And it's not because we're not intelligent people.
Cracks right along here. All the water that's on their property comes down here.
At first glance, Matt DeWalt and Tiff Hawk's Lincoln County house looks like a dream home.
Once they started clearing the footprint for the home site, we were horrified because we're like, oh my gosh, it's actually sitting in a depression.
And all that water comes down into here.
But that's without considering what it took to get here.
We actually captured literally a flood going through the entire foundation of our house.
They say a Nest Homes representative steered them to this lot back in 2021
I was like, this is catastrophic.
We would have preferred that lot.
instead of the neighboring one.
That went to a special friend of the builder.
While they say that home
I'm estimating between 12 and 14 months.
and the representative's personal one in the neighborhood went up fast,
Oh, we were furious.
theirs took longer than the 2-year max
We would show up and our house was abandoned.
spelled out in the contract.
There were consecutive months where there was no one on site.
They say the project also required them to put an extra $530,000 into the build. $500,000.
It's absurd.
On top of the even higher purchase price.
Built up the yard 5 to 6 feet from the lowest point.
Most of that to address surprise drainage problems.
It's mind-blowing. Think about buying a house and then realizing you could have bought 2 homes for that.
2.5 years after they moved in,
They got progressively worse.
There were a lot of cracked tiles.
they say problems persist,
It's not normal settling cracks.
including cracks in the walls and floors and broken trusses.
This was the most trying time for us as a couple.
They sued the builder last year for breach of contract and fraudulent misrepresentation, among other things, and in recent months secured a $1.5 million judgment after the company failed to defend itself. An attorney representing Nest and Helmsman Homes told us both LLCs are not in active operation and have ceased all business, adding, due to other ongoing litigation matters, no further comments will be made. DeWalt and Hawks know they're not the only ones impacted by the company's troubles.
We're dealing with people that have gotten away with this for a long time.
Court records show dozens of other judgments in North Carolina since 2021.
You think of your home's going to be this wonderful oasis.
For this couple, moving here from Charlotte was supposed to be a chance to help family nearby.
We just had to rely on each other.
In the end, that decision
We're so proud of what we started with and what we ended up with.
consumed their lives. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.